Close your eyes, feel humidity cling to your skin, hear the hush between heartbeats. There is no roar, no stomp, no splash. Only a drop sliding off a leaf, a bite you don't feel yet, a whisper of venom carried on the wind. It hunts in quiet places, beneath bark, inside coral shadows, drifting invisibly through open water. Tonight we step into corridors of unseen danger, where life is decided not by muscle, but by molecules. Welcome to the Venom Arms Race. Snake Chapter 1. What is venom really? Venom is active, poison is passive. Poison must be eaten or touched. Venom is injected via fangs, stingers, spines, barbs, hypodermic harpoons, even microscopic darts. Venoms are chemical toolkits, complex cocktails tuned by evolution to do specific jobs fast. Neurotoxins block or hijack nerve signals, paralysis, respiratory failure. Hemotoxins ruin blood, clotting collapses, tissues die. Cytotoxins tear cells apart. Myotoxins liquefy muscle, rhabdomyolysis. Cardiotoxins disrupt the heart's rhythm. And venom is plastic. Composition can shift with geography, prey type, even temperature and age. A weapon that adapts while we study it. Octopus Chapter 2. Oceans of venom, from jellyfish to cone snails. Beneath the surface, beauty hides brutality. Box jellyfish, Chironex fleckeri, transparent tentacles 3M armed with millions of nematocysts, microscopic hypodermic needles. A brush can cause overwhelming pain, shock, and cardiac arrest within minutes. Urukanji jellyfish, Carukia spp. Tiny, almost invisible. Symptoms can be delayed, then explode. Intense pain, skyrocketing blood pressure, nausea, potentially life-threatening. Blue-ringed octopus, golf ball-sized, glowing rings only when threatened. Delivers tetrodotoxin, TTX, blocks sodium channels, paralysis can silence breathing. Cone snails, Conus geographus and kin, cigarette snails. The joke says you have time for one cigarette after a sting. Their chronotoxins immobilize fish in milliseconds. In humans, they can cause rapid paralysis. Stonefish and lionfish, dorsal spines inject heat-label venom. Stonefish stings are infamous for agonizing pain and tissue damage. Hot water immersion helps denature toxins. In the sea, motion betrays you. These assassins wait, and venom does the rest. Butterfly Chapter 3. Land's deadliest arsenal. Snakes, spiders, scorpions, and mori. On land, venom diversifies. King cobra, longest venomous snake. High-volume neurotoxic bite, sometimes fatal without rapid care. Black mamba, speed plus dendrotoxins targeting nerves. Without treatment, minutes matter. Inland taipan, among the most toxic venoms by lab assays. Hemotoxic-neurotoxic blend, rarely bites people, but potency is extreme. Russell's viper and sauce-scaled viper, major killers in Asia. Venom can trigger coagulopathy, kidney failure, severe local damage. Boomslang, powerful hemorrhagic toxins, bleeding can be delayed, deceptively calm before crisis. Spitting cobras, cytotoxins that melt tissue, accurate eye targeting causes blinding pain and corneal injury. Brazilian wandering spider and Sydney funnel web, neurotoxins that hammer the nervous system. Rapid medical care saves lives. Scorpions e.g. deathstalker, Hemoscorpius lepturus, neuro/cytotoxic venoms, pain, tissue necrosis, renal complications. Bullet ant, sting pain levels that can incapacitate for hours. Venomous mammals do exist. Platypus, male, hind leg spurs deliver peptides causing excruciating pain. Slow loris mixes brachial gland secretions with saliva, rare primate with venomous bite. Shrews salivary venom to subdue prey. Across deserts, forests, and fields, evolution keeps reinventing the same idea. Fast chemistry beats fast feet. Microscope Chapter 4. Inside the cocktail, biochemistry of a kill. Venoms are not single bullets, they're orchestras. Phospholipase A2, PLA2, shreds membranes, triggers inflammation and muscle breakdown. Snake venom metalloproteinases, SVMPs, and serine proteases wreck blood vessels, clotting flips from jammed to bleeding chaos. Three-finger toxins, 3-FTX in elapids, bind nerve receptors, e.g., alpha-bungarotoxin in crites, right arrow paralysis. Dendrotoxins in mambas, tweak potassium channels, neuronal overactivity, then failure. Alpha-latrotoxin, black widow, forces neurotransmitter, release right arrow painful spasms. Atracotoxins, funnel web, lock sodium channels, open right arrow autonomic storm. Conotoxins, dozens of peptide families, each targeting a different ion channel, nature's pharmacology library. Result, multisystem collapse tailored to prey, delivered in micrograms. Brain Chapter 5, Strategy over Strength, Why Venom Evolved. Venom solves problems brute force can't. Predation, subdue prey larger or faster without wrestling. Defense, a single sting rewrites a predator's memory, never again. Competition, settle rivalries with minimal risk. Energetics, making venom is costly, so delivery systems optimize dose, and some species give dry bites to warn without wasting stock. Venom is an economic decision written in genes. Rat Chapter 6, Case Studies in Arms and Armor. African crested rat doesn't synthesize venom, harvests cardiac glycosides from poison arrow trees and paints its fur. Bite it, and predators suffer cardiac collapse. Garter snakes versus rough-skinned newts, classic red queen arms race. Newts pack tetrodotoxin, snakes evolve resistant sodium channels, newts escalate dose, snakes adapt again. No winner, only escalation. Mongooses versus cobras, nicotinic receptor tweaks plus agility, thickened skin on face, a duel of genes and reflexes. Opossums and woodrats, remarkable tolerance to pit viper venoms, antibodies and physiology blunt toxins. Australian skinks, multiple independent mutations confer resistance to snake toxins, evolution solving the same problem repeatedly. Every offense breeds a defense, every defense provokes a counter, the race never stops. Test Tube Chapter 7, Venom to Medicine, When Killers Heal. From Death to Drugs. Captopril, ACE inhibitor inspired by Bothrops, Brazilian pit viper, peptides, revolutionized hypertension care. Ziconotide from cone snail, non-opioid analgesic targeting calcium channels, powerful pain relief. Exenatide, Gila monster saliva, GLP-1 analog, right arrow diabetes therapy. Chlorotoxin, Deathstalker scorpion, binds certain tumor cells, basis for experimental tumor paint. Venom is a precision toolkit, medicine borrows its keys. SOS Button Chapter 8, Antivenom, How We Fight Back. Antivenom is immunology in a vial. Animals, often horses or sheep, are immunized with small, increasing venom doses. They produce antibodies. Serum is harvested, purified whole Ig or F, AB2 fragments. Regional venom variation matters. Wrong antivenom can underperform. Cold chain and cost limit access. Risks serum sickness, anaphylaxis, but in envenoming benefits dwarf risks. For many victims, antivenom is the line between life and death. Chapter 9, First Aid, Myths versus Reality, Life-Saving Notes. Do not cut, suck, or tourniquet snakebites. Immobilize the limb, keep victim calm, get to hospital. Pressure immobilization bandage may be recommended for some neurotoxic elapids, region-specific protocols. Hot water immersion, degrees C, eases pain for stonefish, lionfish, catfish, stings, heat-label toxins. Vinegar can help box jellyfish tentacles, stop firing. Protocols vary by species and region. Seek professional care. Species and local guidelines matter. Knowledge is antidote's first dose. Globe showing Europe, Africa, Chapter 10, Humans versus Venom. tragedy, economics, ethics. Tens of thousands die yearly from snake bites, mostly in rural tropics. Survivors may lose limbs, wages, and futures. Antivenom shortages, counterfeit products, and delayed care deepen the crisis. Yet fear skews perception. Many venomous animals avoid us. Most bites are defensive. Habitat loss pushes contact higher. Conservation isn't a luxury. It reduces dangerous encounters and preserves the pharmacopoeia hidden in wild toxins. Jigsaw Chapter 11: Unknown Venoms and Future Threats. We've catalogued only a fraction. Deep-sea lineages around vents and cold seeps, chemistries barely sampled. Microarthropods with peptide arsenals no one has sequenced. Plant-insect symbioses that refine toxins together. Climate change shifts ranges, venomous species enter new towns, new latitudes. Naive populations are at higher risk. Some future cures and crises are still crawling under leaves we've never turned. DNA Chapter 12: How Venom Evolves, from Saliva to Syringe. Venom often co-opts salivary proteins. Gene duplication, right arrow a copy, mutates to bind ion channels or clotting factors. Glands hypertrophy, ducts and grooves evolve for precision delivery. In squamates, the Toxicophora hypothesis suggests a widespread, ancient origin of venom systems across many lizards and snakes, then diversified again and again. Evolution's favorite trick: reuse, refine, repurpose. Gear Chapter 13: Delivery Systems, Engineering of a Bite. Front-fanged snakes, elapids, vipers, hypodermic fangs, some rotate forward when the mouth opens. Rear-fanged snakes, enlarged posterior teeth, slower delivery but effective on prey. Jellyfish nematocysts, spring-loaded harpoons fired by osmotic micro-explosions, one of nature's fastest cellular machines. Cone snail radulae, disposable barbed darts, each a single-use syringe. Scorpion telsons and spider chelicerae, muscular pumps meet a dose with surgical control. The weapon isn't just the chemistry, it's the hardware that places it. Test Tube Chapter 14: Why Symptoms Differ, the Body's Side of the War. Neurotoxins shut down the diaphragm, quiet suffocation. Hemotoxins turn blood to sludge or sieve, organs starve or bleed. Cytotoxins deaden flesh, secondary infections risk amputation. Myotoxins flood the body with muscle debris, kidneys fail filtering the wreckage. Prey species may die fast. Humans, with bigger bodies and hospitals, may suffer longer, but the mechanisms are the same. Compass Chapter 15: Field Scenarios, VO-friendly inserts. Mangrove dusk, a fisherman steps into ankle-deep water. The stone isn't stone, pain blooms like fire. Reef shallows, a diver's hand cups a small octopus. The rings flare electric blue, breath grows thin. Savannah path, a boot lands beside a coiled viper. The strike is faster than thought. Calm, immobilize, call for help. 3 scenes, 1 rule: respect the quiet. Clapperboard outro, Venom's final word. Venom doesn't bargain. It doesn't boast. It waits. A silent signature etched into evolution. A chemistry exam every living thing must pass. If tonight widened your eyes, let it also steady your step. Be curious, be cautious, be humble. Because in the wild, the loudest threats make headlines, but the quietest ones decide destinies. This is the Venom arms race, and it never ends.